Now, we saw yesterday that the Labour Party candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, visited you. We want to know what was his message to you and how do you feel about his humane spirit and his human nature to have thought it wise to visit and to come look after citizens that were affected during that election. What do you think?
I immensely commend.
Hello, Jennifer. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I bless God.
Yeah,
For
Jennifer,
healing.
we saw you in a viral video 2 Saturdays ago during the Nigerian presidential election, to be precisely on the 25th of February 2023. We saw you had some bruises and wounds, and there are pictures and videos that went viral. So AngWatch thought it wise to reach out to you to know what happened, where it happened, and what really transpired. Jennifer, would you be free to tell us where and how it happened and what really happened?
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for having me, for giving me this platform also to share my story. Um, you already know my name, Efidibina Jennifer. I'm based in Lagos. I'm a mother of three children. I'm married, a mother of three children. Okay. Um, it happened in Lagos. My polling unit is in Lagos, where I'm based, in Surulere to be precise. So the polling unit is just down my street, same street I live in. So that fateful morning, I've been looking forward for that day where I too perform my civic duty, which is casting my votes. I have always wanted to participate in the election exercise. So I went there that day, even without eating, because it's just close to my house, my street there, like I said. I just felt it's a process that I'll be done quick and come back home. Getting there already, voting had started, the exercise had commenced, so was already a queue. I did the usual verification to be sure that that's my polling unit, and I joined the queue. So we're there, the queue wasn't moving. So I needed to speak up to ask what's going on. I went to the front, I was going on. They said that and they give preference to elderly and the nursing mothers and so. But I noticed some people were using it to boycott the queue and all that. No, no, man. So even someone was telling me that if you know how the place some people are coming from to come and cast their votes here, most of them were people that were living here and they had packed out. So you won't even be agitated. At that moment, I just smiled. When I heard it, I said, wow, this is what we are saying, this is sacrifice, and no problem. I got the seat and I sat down with other women. We're just discussing and chatting and laughing. Then after I started going through my phone, I was surprised when I just raised up my head and I saw a group of fierce looking guys, like in a group, they were chatting. They were like up to 15 or close to 20 thereabouts. Everybody was just at alert to see what was going on. They didn't come to us. They were like opposite the queue. They were chatting amongst themselves, and no, in less the time they started going away to the other side of the street, which is also an exit out of the street. Everybody continued with the exercise and was concentrated with that. Me, I was just seated because it wasn't near my turn, and I was still on my phone. Say about 30 to 45 minutes there about, or at most 1 hour. The next thing I just felt was a huge impact on my face. Beam. And followed by it was gunshot. started hearing people running up and down. At that moment, I put my hand on my face and blood was washing down my hand. I know I've been badly. In fact, I thought it was the bullet in the gunshot. And started shouting for help. Some people that could turn back to see me were so scared to behold it, they ran away. People were just trying to hide their head because they don't know what they came with. So it was one woman that was behind me that knew me that even just held me. She was holding an handkerchief. Then I had gone inside the compound we were using as a polling unit. She held me and was applying pressure there and said I should calm down. Let's just get where to hide first. We just opened somebody's house that the door was open, went inside, things for safety. And I was so scared, asking them, please, they should check it because I know it was so deep. They should check it. Is it bullets that went inside? They said they don't know. That even made me more agitated. I was bleeding profusely. What do you know? What they could do? And she said there was a nurse around, but how do we get access to that nurses except those guys in front they've gone? So I had to wait. To cut the whole long story short, we had to ascertain that they had gone before they took me out to the nurse. So getting there, she started immediately applying medication to stop the bleeding, giving me injections. I think that was the first video that went viral. And at that point, my husband was called, came there. We're scared and also how do I go to the hospital because that day there was no movement. So I said I was getting weak. I need to go to the hospital. There's no way they will see me in this state and they won't allow me to get access the hospital. That was how we left for the hospital and we were told to go to the general hospital for proper documentation also. I got there, they attended to me and they sutured the cuts and gave me some analgesic and some injections and I was told to go home. But my eyes were closed. I couldn't, my right eye, this is the affected part. There was no ophthalmologist. That day there was no work now. So I was told to come the following week, Tuesday. That was how we left.
Jennifer, we want to know, do you think that these guys that did this were politically motivated? Were there thugs? Were there police? Was that a mob? What do you think? Who do you think, in your opinion, could these people be?
In my opinion, I would say they are thugs. There were thugs that came to disrupt the election, the voting process. Because apart from me being injured, they scattered the whole place, removed all the verification papers, and poured out the votes that were already casted and all that, and disorganized the place. So there weren't any security personnel there.
There were police there?
No. There weren't
there was no police, no security.
No police, no security.
Okay. Another question would be, Jennifer, we also saw you came back and you were able to cast your vote that day. What was the courage behind you coming back to cast your vote? What was your hope? What were you thinking instead of remaining in the hospital or going home or forgoing the election? But we saw you came back in a very high spirit and casted your vote. What was the motivation?
I have always wanted to participate in this process. It's not always maybe something happens in future in the government and you'll be complaining. I want to, like, I made a contribution. I made the choice. This is as in I performed my own duty, civic duty. I made conscious effort from getting registered to getting my PVC. During registration, I left my home before daybreak, as early as 5. on several occasions, and it was a countdown for me because we want a better Nigeria. We want a nation where we can stand and say, yes, we chose our leaders. So getting there, because coming back from the hospital, and also that voters had been convened and we were voting. I said, God, so I want to be deprived of this dream that I too stood to make my voice, because I believe that everyone vote is important. Everyone vote. It's not then that we see that say, our votes don't count. Whosoever will win, will win. I believed in my votes, and I encouraged so many people I know to participate and vote, to my family, extended family, and all that. So coming back, and I say, so I want to be deprived of this right, of this how would I put it, of this opportunity. I was angry. I was so angry, and I don't know the boldness, where the boldness came from. And I said, I must cast I have life in me, I can stand. So let me finish it. We have started it, let me finish it. That's drive. And also, my husband was with me. He encouraged, he supported me. So
I know that's the spirit of the new Nigeria. That is possible. Thank you. Now, we saw yesterday that the Labour Party candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, visited you. We want to know what was his message to you and how do you feel about his humane spirit and his human nature to have thought it wise to visit and to come look after citizens that were affected during that election. What do you think?
I immensely commend him. I'll start by saying I'm not a politician, but I've been visited by different people, and tell you that for me to see such personality, I don't know, I'm still in shock. For him to have such humility, to come down to the common man, as in like me, come to my home, it speaks a lot. It speaks a whole lot, and I appreciate him. Indeed, it takes a humble man, a humble person of such personality to do so. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And when he came, it wasn't even about whether I voted for his party or with. He didn't even ask those. It's the humanity in him to condemn the act that was done. Yes.
Irrespective of who you voted for.
Yes. Irrespective of even my ethnic, where I come from. As it came as, because before election, we are a people, we are Nigerians. It came as, we never spoke about election, party or election. It came to visit like a family member or a beloved one that has been afflicted unjustly, and I appreciate that of him so much.
Oh, that's thoughtful of him, and that's well commendable. These are the kind of leaders we would want in our society, leaders with empathy and compassion. Again, exactly. What's your message to Nigerians and to the world as large? As you know, we're talking to you from New York. What's your message to New Yorkers and indeed Nigerians and the world that will be watching this interview?
Well, my message to Nigerians is that we are one, despite our religions, ethnic barriers. We should know that we are one and be each other's keeper. Elections will come and go. The choice you make now will live with you, and in fact, it's even to our children.
Correct.
Whatever choice we make now, yes, So we should not tear each other apart because of politics, because of election. Allow people to express their own rights, And to the world at large, I would say Nigerians are great people. They are good people. They are loving people. This experience have really exposed me to that. Yes, people calling, people showing empathy from different regions of the country, from different ethnic groups. It's really amazing. Nigerians are good. They are loving. So I would like to appreciate everyone, everybody that have showed me so much love, so much empathy, so much support, so much the prayers also. Thank you. Thank you from all over the world. Thank you.
Anyway, Jennifer, we are very pleased and delighted to speak to you today, and hopefully you will be getting better as you take your medications and visit your doctors. It is our pleasure that you spoke to us.
Up these stitches. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You are great. Thank you. Thank you for
sir.
this.
It's a privilege and it's an honor.
We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Nigeria will be great.
Again, we believe Nigeria will be great when her leaders decide to do the right thing. Anyway, thank you. We're speaking to you from AngWatch digital media here in New York, based here in New York. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you, sir.